What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Taylor Wayla.
Hey, it's your girl, Genesee Iman.
And we're here with our special guest still.
Theseus, I'm in the building.
Keeping it real all the time on Let's Be Real, y'all. Don't forget to call in today at 678-466-5483 and let us know how you really feel about these topics that we talking about. Last segment, we were talking about midterms, and we going to finish it up talking about the policies that we feel are important and things that we look for when we're going to vote. So let me ask y'all, what do you feel are three main issues that you are very passionate about as far as politics is concerned?
Gun control. Like, I did a song about it and everything. Mm-hmm. I feel like when I did that song, I had to... I found myself like really conflicted about that particular issue because I feel like you should be able to protect yourself and people should be able to protect themselves. Mm-hmm. So you should be able to get a gun, but I feel like it shouldn't be as easy to get a gun as it is. And then like there's got to be a better way to regulate even to like solve something than to shoot somebody in any given situation at the same time. So like that's the tough thing for me, like.
And I know Stacey's position on gun, control and all that is like regulating it. So that's why she got my vote.
Mental health check,
right?
All this other kind of stuff. And I feel like that's another thing that we really need to be looking into is our health care. Mm-hmm. That's something that I'm very passionate about. And universal health care for everybody, especially our veterans. Yes, especially our veterans. I feel like, and
that's so sad.
I'm not patriotic in any way.
Me neither.
So, but I do respect people who serve.
All right,
because my parents serve, most of my family serve, and I respect that.
My God.
But I feel like if you're gonna go out there, you're gonna do that, and you're gonna serve this time and go through all of this training and all this. When you get back home, you should still be treated like that same hero that went and did whatever you did overseas or wherever you were stationed at, instead of literally just being sat there to death. Yeah, like that's literally what they're doing.
So sad to just be able to do that to someone who literally was fighting for the country. That's ridiculous.
And then y'all want to trip over somebody kneeling over the freaking national anthem.
But sometimes it was crazy because some people who were veterans weren't even tripping.
Yeah, but it's crazy because it was actual veterans who told him to kneel. That was the most respectful way. And how is it disrespectful if people kneel all the time? We kneel during football games, all type of sports games. I'm sure veterans and Army people, they kneel during certain times. So it's like...
Yeah, let's not get into that.
Yeah, but...
I mean, but... Like, that's the first thing when somebody got hurt in football. I remember playing football. Like, that's the first thing we did was
I used to be a cheerleader. We used to kneel when they got hurt,
So he's... Like that. I don't know why they can't... Like, that's how you know that they're really going out of their way to make it something it's not.
Yeah.
Because he's just kneeling for the people that he feels were done wrong.
And now that we're talking about kneeling, the point of that... Go ahead.
No, what's really, really important to me is the education. Their stance on education. Yes. Because I know she's trying to, like... I think with the Hope, right?
She's trying to expand it.
Expand it. And it's
start
just like...
pre-K. Yes. Super early and get them...
Yes. Which is so important. Yes. Because it's like... That will make such a difference. And then you're going to start it from so young. That's going to make such a difference.
But at the same time, the curriculum itself needs to be changed.
Reformed.
Like, there are certain things that we don't need to know. That shouldn't be reiterated so much. Like, it's okay to mention it, but it's like certain things. And if you're going to talk about it, say the truth. Like, in history and stuff, tell the truth, bruh. Yeah. Like,
Christopher Columbus.
I know, right?
Like, and we still celebrating it, knowing this information.
I don't.
Well, I'm saying it's still a national holiday.
Right, yeah.
Like,
because of them. I'm telling you, if we were in power and we were in the positions to call the shots, none of all them things would be diminished, gone. Because it's like, what? Like, I don't see you celebrating, like a certain day for
y'all fly by Black History Month,
right? Like, and then they're all celebrated. All the activists and people of importance are celebrated in one bundle. Like, why they can't get their own day?
Briefly, I can't remember one thing I learned from Black History Month.
Right? Why can't they get their own day? Like they ain't on Columbus.
y'all gave us Martin Luther King thinking that was going to be
it's
enough.
like, and then he's not, like, I'm no disrespect to Martin Luther King, but he's not even the most,
only,
like he was a really big face but there were people who did so many things that we'll never know about because
they only push him.
Yeah, they shove like certain things down our throat. Like from the history books, like you have to go out of your way to find out about
it. Yeah,
I just found out Harriet Tubman was a spy.
Oh, dang! I didn't know.
Exactly. What?
Right.
So education is very big. Like I said, healthcare. I feel like having a livable wage, especially in the state of Georgia, is very important because there's no reason why we still getting paid $7.25 at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
At some places, like that makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah. And I'm like, if we raise the price of wages, then we'll have to raise the price of living. So inflation, all this other kind of stuff. But I feel like inflation is a man-made thing. Like it's some type of way to finesse it. If y'all finesse everything else, y'all can finesse that. Like,
and then healthcare is just so important in the way the importance it has. That's one reason, let alone that it needs to be universal. Like we need to have universal healthcare and it
all the way around.
Yes, because it's so important. You can't do anything without your health. Exactly. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care who you are. You can't. Everybody can get cancer. Everybody can get affected by sickness. Everybody can get ill. Everybody can have diseases. It could be. But if we have affordable health care and can actually do annual checkups and stay up to date with ourselves, then it will be so much better off for us because a lot of people don't get, if they're sick or there's something wrong, they don't get the message till it's too late because it's too much money to even picture, individuals with kids like 4 kids and, it's just a lot of money that goes into that. And then you can't even take, your kids can't even go get their proper health checkups and stuff because you got to worry about money. And it's like, health should not be treated like that. Health is
if they're so worried about the economy, it won't be an economy if you don't got people to boost that economy. It won't be no spending if there's nobody healthy enough to go to the store or go online to even pick up their phone to go spend some money or go to work because they can't work if they're sick.
And they work us like dogs.
Exactly. Like I think it's real sad. My dad works in Norcross, and he drives from McDonough to Norcross. I think 4 days out the week.
Yes,
and that traffic is not nice.
And it's like ridiculous. It's literally it just feels like the world is set up, the way the society is set up, everything's set up to make us like these robots who go in and work and keep the economy running because they teach us, it's like from when we're young, they teach us, okay, you guys do good in school so that you can get in college. And when we get in college, we're taught that, okay, do good in college so that you can get a job to work for somebody else. Then we get to that and we're working till we die. We're not experiencing life or having the right to our health and being healthy enough to really...
Or even the right to vote.
Right.
Anything.
And it's like, it's sad because they got this world running in a systematic way and we're robots. That's what it feels like.
I feel like that's why that's why a lot of people are depressed and why we have all these mental health issues because people
aren't meant to be.
Yeah, it's not like, it's like people are like really starting to wake up.
Yes.
Like, and I feel like that's why we have so many conflicts.
Yes. And that's why I definitely agree. Like, I'm glad you said that. I strongly agree. That's why we're having so much conflict with ourselves. And I mentioned this to my my sister-in-law because I realized that back in the day, like we're having our different problems as our generation, millennials or whatever the generation is called. But back then, it was a different generation that had different problems, and their problems were more so just like as far as education, like going to college was so like, wow, you're going to college, and it was pushed. It was like, yeah, you're going to college. So that was their goal. But it's like our generation, we're so used to everybody going to college and getting a degree and doing this that now we're starting to be like, what more is there to life? And we're starting to really, we're so expressive and we're so like unique and everybody's just like wants to be themselves, wants to express themselves. They want to. It's so much more that we're having such more of a conflict with school because it's like he said, we're realizing like this is suppressing our individuality. This is suppressing like, you know, like who we really, what we're really supposed to be out there doing or whatever. It's just, it's really, we're not with the robotic no more. It's like we're not, because we're just like, okay, I know y'all, like, you know, that's why parents push it so much, like, go to school, but it's like, we're looking different now. Like, what else is there besides school?
Because when I get out, I'm not even going to know how to, I still don't know how to pay a bill. No. I don't know none of that. Like, I just figured out how to really go vote for real. Like,
yeah,
it's
me too.
still the bare minimum that I'm trying to get done, and you want me to be a full-blown adult, like, with no type of training, no nothing. I'm not saying, like, oh, we need a manual to life, but it's just some things that we should know.
And that we should know rather than knowing, you know, having like 13 million American government classes.
Exactly.
All of this stuff, learning this stuff that
the government been learning. And it's, why am I learning about the government when the government not even trying to work for me? Like, I'm still struggling to pay for school. Like, still struggling to pay for school. And there's still people who graduated who have careers that are still paying off thousands of dollars.
And that's another reason why I think we're being more woke and trying to look at alternatives to school, because not only are we feeling like we're putting ourselves in a box when it comes to college and that we're suppressing our individuality, but we're also putting ourselves in debt that we don't want to be in. So it's like,
and you got to pay that.
Yes.
Ain't no getting out of it.
And we're like, that's why it's becoming such of a huge conflict, because it's like, I know there's other things out there. I know there's other ways. I know there's it has to be.
I can go get the same home and flip it. And,
right.
You know,
because back then, only thing they were looking at is, oh, college is the key. But now we're like, everybody got this key that they said were, you know, was golden. But now it's looking like
everybody's still struggling.
Yeah. So we're like, what's up? What's really up?
Who really got the key?
Right.
If you got the key, call us up. 678-466-5483. Again, that is 678-466-5483. Y'all call us up. Tell us what you think, what you're passionate about, what type of issues you're really concerned with this midterm season. Y'all, it's real tight. I'm concerned because I feel like depending on who wins, certain things that benefit me are not going to be there anymore.
Yeah. Like,
my mom, both of my parents, like I said, are veterans. Like, my mom is already struggling. She worked at the VA. And is still struggling. Like, how you work at the VA?
Yeah, it's sad. Like, it's sad. Our priorities as a country are so screwed up, and everybody likes to say, because it's a capitalist country and blah, blah, blah.
Nah.
But it's just certain things as humans that doesn't sit right with you. And the fact that it does, it's bothering.
And those like, type of people that we got in power.
Office. Yeah.
All I'm saying, get right with yourself. Make sure you do what you got to do. And just try and live your best life while you still got this time, because it's a lot of people, although it's not good, we're still better off than most people. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful.
Another thing, this is a random thought, but it does deal with politics, is you know, them putting those bombs in you heard that, like Obama's Secret Service had
they doing too much. That's how scared y'all are.
Wow.
Then it's time to
that
really
would have been ridiculous if that would have if it would have did anything to the Obamas. I guarantee you it would have been riots out the woodwork, just everywhere. We would be going off.
That I don't think that would have really solved nothing either. Like, I feel like that just would have made it worse.
It would have made it worse.
And that's all they want to do, is just make stuff worse, because they scared and they want everybody else
just
to be
go
scared.
back and forth and not and get distracted
while they do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
that's
like,
real crazy.
I just feel like everybody, in a way, it's like there's three kinds of people. Like, it's either you know like what's wrong, but you can't do nothing about it, or you're completely ignorant to what's wrong, and you have the tools to do something about it, but you can't. Like, that's not even in your headspace. Or like, and then there's the other people that are just walking around like just feeding into everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So like,
it's ridiculous. This world is a constant cycle of mess.
It is.
But y'all know we got real hot in the conversation. Time is ticking. But like we said, call us up and let us know